Cooperative Summit, sir. Today we are having the first edition of the same summit here in Gandhinagar in Mahatma Mandir, and we have with us Mr. Pratik Patel, who is the VP of Global Systems Integration of Biomatiques. Welcome, sir, to this summit today. We would like to know your experience today here. Under one forum, we have tried to bring in the key corporates, the cooperative banks, and also some of the key peoples from the government. We would like to know your experience on it.
Okay, so basically, see, cooperative society has got a very huge challenge from the nationalized banks and other sectors. So definitely they have to change the way they react with the customers, the way they do the daily businesses altogether, as well as how they support the community. Probably the cooperative banks are the very closest to the urban and rural community, but they haven't been got that sort of a highlight at a national level. So definitely there is a huge challenge in terms of why that is not happened and how they will be able to foresee that challenge and bring them in a proper way to the India as a nation.
The theme today for this conference is confidence restored on cooperatives, and needless to say that cooperatives being one of the smallest sector of operation, they are contributing in the economical growth of the country in a very big way. We would like to know about your opinion about on this, or precisely speaking that we would like to know how do you feel that how appropriately that this statement has been made, or there's miles to go for this.
See, when we talk about the confidence in the cooperative societies, we can look at it in a two different way. One is we can compare this with the nationalized other NGOs or probably societies that are doing the similar work that cooperative societies are doing. What I see is basically if somebody has an option of going to a cooperative society compared to a nationalized banks, they will rather prefer nationalized bank just because they have got a more way to interact with them. It's not just you have to physically go to the branch and interact with them. They have got a lot of different ways to interact. They may have a telephone banking, mobile banking, internet banking. There are different ways you can actually interact with them. So these are the way which can create more confidence in a customers in terms of for the cooperative societies. So it's a very good that today when we are here we have seen cooperative societies are trying to move towards that directions, and there are some policy changes towards from the state governments or as well as from the RBI which allows them to do so. So they should definitely look into that prospect and make the switch over as fast as possible. And the biggest thing is top management needs to take the responsibility in doing so. Without them, it may not be a very good turnaround for the cooperative societies. So that they carry a lot of burden for these things, and they need to deploy the system from the top level to the bottom to make sure such confidences arises to the customer.
Any specific message that you will be able to give for elets technomedia?
See, I have an 100% confidence that cooperative banks or societies will try to do everything that they will to survive in the community. The biggest thing is they have to worry a lot about the customers who have a tendency to commit intentional fraud. Right, they need to be very careful. Being in India with the population of 125 million, it's not easy to keep track of each and everybody's identity. So they need to use programs like Aadhaar, alright, where they can keep track of all the people at a one place and gather more information about the person applying for a credit or a benefit to make sure that it's the right persons are given benefits. So those kind of things needs to be taken care of while they are moving towards the new era of cooperative societies, and definitely they need to look at the options of how they can easily do those kind of things, like the technology we have to offer iris recognition, which is Aadhaar certified devices. So imagine somebody is opening a bank account with a cooperative society without giving them any sort of photocopies of their identity, and just use their Aadhaar number and their iris to open an account. So it's a best way to get a confidence from the customer, most secure way of opening an account, as well as it creates a room for an employee to do some other task which could be a more fruitful to the organizations, as well as it can waste a little time. It doesn't waste much time for the customer, so they also have a good reputation of the society in the mind. So those kind of things, definitely we have to look into that.
Thank you.